Morning arrives without asking anything from the day. Soft light slips across familiar walls, and the world outside begins moving with quiet certainty. Everything appears peaceful, almost untouched, yet somewhere beneath that calm, another rhythm has already awakened. Thoughts drift from yesterday toward tomorrow, gathering questions with every passing moment. Nothing has gone wrong, but nothing feels completely settled either. The silence surrounding the room feels gentle, while the silence inside the mind feels impossibly loud. Few people notice this beginning, though many quietly live inside it every single day. As that quiet beginning settles, the mind keeps searching for something it cannot name. Every small memory opens another door, and every question invites three more. A forgotten conversation returns. A simple decision becomes 100 possible endings. Outside, ordinary life continues without hesitation. Inside, every moment feels paused beneath invisible pressure. Nothing dramatic has happened, yet the heart grows tired following thoughts that promise answers but never arrive. What started as careful reflection slowly becomes an endless circle, where even peaceful moments are examined until their warmth quietly disappears, leaving only more questions waiting beneath the next silent breath. The days continue looking ordinary, and that may be the hardest part. People smile, finish conversations, make plans, and move forward without seeing the quiet struggle carried beneath a familiar face. Nothing about the outside asks for concern. Inside, however, every passing hour feels slightly heavier than the one before. The mind never truly rests, and the heart quietly follows its exhausting pace. Even laughter can arrive while hidden weariness remains untouched. It becomes difficult to explain pain that leaves no visible mark. The weight is invisible, yet it slowly shapes every thought, every pause, and every silent moment between ordinary breaths. The past rarely stays where the calendar leaves it. A single memory quietly returns, carrying words that cannot be unsaid and chances that cannot return. Yesterday begins feeling strangely alive, while the present waits patiently nearby. The mind revisits familiar moments, hoping each journey might uncover a different ending. Instead, regret quietly deepens, not because the past still holds power, but because the heart keeps believing understanding must come before peace. Yet every return only echoes the same unanswered feelings, asking for kindness instead of impossible correction. Even now, beneath another quiet morning's gentle light, waiting without demanding anything back. The future slowly begins filling the empty spaces that regret leaves behind. Every choice suddenly feels dangerous, and every path seems capable of ending in disappointment. The mind keeps rehearsing tomorrow before it arrives, searching for certainty that never stays. Meanwhile, the present grows quieter, almost forgotten beneath endless possibilities. Fear whispers that one wrong step could change everything, so nothing moves. Still, life continues outside with gentle patience, while inside the heart grows weary from carrying futures that have not happened yet. Somewhere beneath that quiet burden, hope still waits, unnoticed but present, like dawn behind heavy clouds, alone. The silence that follows this exhaustion feels unfamiliar. For the first time, the mind grows tired of chasing itself. Thoughts still appear, but one quiet pause slips between them. It is small, almost unnoticed, yet it carries something different. Beneath the endless thinking waits a feeling that never asked to be solved. It only wanted to be seen. The heart has been speaking softly all along, hidden beneath the noise of constant reflection. In that gentle silence, nothing is fixed, yet something quietly begins to soften, making room for a different kind of understanding without demanding perfect answers. At last, as that quiet understanding gently settles, the struggle begins to look different. The restless mind no longer seems like an enemy to defeat, but like a tired guardian that has worked without rest for too long. Every repeated thought was quietly trying to prevent another disappointment, another loss, another moment of pain. Beneath all the questions lived a heart that only wanted to feel safe again. The blame carried for so long slowly loses its voice. In its place grows a softer truth. Nothing inside was ever trying to cause suffering. It was only searching patiently and imperfectly for somewhere peaceful enough to finally rest. Healing does not arrive with a perfect answer. Instead, it enters quietly, almost unnoticed. The need to explain every feeling begins to loosen. Some questions remain, and some memories never completely fade, yet they no longer demand constant attention. The heart slowly discovers that peace does not depend on solving every mystery. It grows through gentle acceptance of what cannot be changed and what does not need an immediate answer. The mind still wanders, but it no longer carries the whole weight alone. Quiet space returns, and breathing feels lighter, even before every uncertainty disappears from the horizon ahead forever. The world outside has not changed. Morning still arrives, people still hurry, and familiar sounds continue their quiet rhythm, yet something inside feels different. Thoughts still visit, but they no longer fill every corner with fear. Silence is no longer empty, it has become gentle company. The heart does not need perfect certainty to keep moving. Even unanswered questions can rest beside quiet moments. The same life continues, yet it is experienced through softer eyes and a calmer spirit, where hope quietly shares space with uncertainty instead of being hidden beneath it. Each breath feels a little more like home. In the end, nothing extraordinary has happened. The world remains beautifully ordinary, and the mind still creates thoughts. But the quiet battle has changed. Instead of fighting every feeling, the heart walks beside them. Pain no longer decides every moment. Regret loses its sharpest edges, and hope no longer feels impossible. There is no perfect ending, only a gentler way of living with whatever comes. Perhaps true rest was never hidden inside silence alone. Perhaps it was waiting inside the quiet decision to stop running from every passing thought and simply remain present with a heart that had always deserved kindness all along, even in its most restless moments too.